Hey there, everyone. Greg here, and welcome back for day number 4. Really excited to get into it today because today is going to continue with talking about some of the actions that we're going to take to help streamline some of the things we covered in day 3. And we're also going to talk about a significant component that a lot of people overlook, and as a result, they miss out on why they are not able to achieve success. And so I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So what we're going to do is day 4 is really going to highlight 5 things. And if this is your first time watching, please pause this video. Make sure that you go back and check out day 1. This is day 4, so check out day 1, 2, 3. Then there's a bonus training in there, so make sure that you take some time to go and check those out. Otherwise, you might be a little lost. For today, we really want to focus on some of the things that are critical as far as our mind goes and how we're going to function. We're talking about doing this in 60 minutes or less per day. And one of my commitments to you, in addition, I want to try and keep these videos short because your time is valuable. And I want to give you the tools that you need as quick as possible so that you can start acting on them, learning them, and getting really good at them consistently over time. And so what we're going to do for today is I'm going to point you to, once you're in the back office, the funnel team under setting the stage. There are 3 videos here that Daniel or DK goes over, and he does an amazing job of outlining these. I'm not even going to try, but I will say that you have to take the time to go and watch these videos. This is what is going to be, think of it as the foundation. If you build your house on the sand, it's not going to last very long. The foundation is going to move and undulate, especially because sand is constantly shifting. So your house is going to fall. You need to have a rock on which you can build your foundation and be able to continue to strive for the structure that is going to help you achieve the success that you really want. So by having these 3 things, time blocking, which is going to point towards your success, goal setting and accountability, knowing who your audience is, these are so critical in going through each one of these. And I think, let me make sure that I'm telling you right. Actually, DK does the planning, Kirsty does the goal setting, and I think Kirsty does the knowing your audience. The avatar, really, really great stuff. In fact, I took this specific module in another course that Kirsty does, and she does an incredible job. If you don't know who you're speaking to, it's going to be hard for you to connect with them, and as a result, you're not going to achieve the level of success that you really want to. You're not going to be able to explode your business in the way that you truly desire. So do not overlook this. Sometimes a lot of people, they get their affiliate links and they just start going and blasting it everywhere. It's like throwing a bunch of mud up against the wall. It's not going to stick. You might get 1 or 2, but that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to establish a long-term, sustainable business that is going to help you to flourish and ultimately is also going to connect you with your core audience. It's going to allow you to grow your business in such a way that people want to come back to you over and over again because they trust you, because you've developed rapport with them. And as a result, they want to be a part of your community. You're delivering value and giving them things that are helping them to grow, also to earn money and to change their life for the better. So setting the stage, very important. Make sure you take the time. Next, we are going to go through what's called setting up a forwarding domain. So if you remember back in day number 3, we came in and we got our links. So if we look at these guys right here, and we took something like this, it's not really pretty. It's got a lot of letters and numbers, and honestly, it's not going to be easy for anybody to remember. So what we want to do is we want to create something ourselves. It's going to be a lot shorter, something that's going to be memorable that we can point to and say, hey, go and look at this link, like my free site or my daily profits, something very simple. And as a result, it will then take them from that domain to this URL, this capture page. And it just makes it really easy for somebody to remember it. Plus, it's going to be easy for us to post it in different forms of social media, as well as on things like YouTube and anywhere else that we want to share it. So I'm going to give you a couple of tools. So if we come back over, you're going to go to, you can use this tool. It's called Bust a Name. This is really great because you can come in here and type in a bunch of different, you can do savings, you can do money, income, profit, revenue. I'm just trying to give you, try and spark some creativity. And I usually like to do 2- and 3-word combinations. You can do, probably the best thing is go look at the members area, start going through some of this material, and you will find a lot of different keywords. And as a result, you can take either 2- or 3-word combinations that are going to allow you to create a domain. So I've actually picked out a new one. I've got many of these, and we're going to go and pick out a domain. You can go to any domain provider that you want. I personally use Namecheap, and I recommend simply because you can get a domain for anywhere from $7 to $10, and that's for a year. So it's dirt cheap. You're talking $1 a month or less. So what we can do is we'll go over to Namecheap. And in my case, the one that I did some research on is Daily Profit for you.com. And so we'll do a quick search. This one's available. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do add to cart. And then I'm going to go into view cart. And there it is. So what I can do is, sometimes you'll get bonus codes that'll save you some money, but typically this one is like $9. So I'm going to pause the video here, go through the process. Number one, get you a new Namecheap account set up, namecheap.com. It's going to be over here in the notes so that you can go and find it. Then once you purchase it, then come back into the video and we'll pick up right where we left off. All right, so now that we have our new domain right down here, what we're going to do is we're going to connect this with our capture page URL, and we're going to use a tool called Cloudflare in order to do that. So let me grab this real quick. So Cloudflare is essentially, if you've ever gone to a website and it takes a long time for it to load, it can be really frustrating. And as a result, you may just jump right off that web page and you keep going on about your day. What Cloudflare does is it loads the URL super fast. It's also going to give you some additional protection that you need for that website. And it's just a great tool, 100% free. So you're going to want to go and create a Cloudflare account. And then once you do, let me go ahead and log into mine. All right, so now that we're logged in, what we're going to do is, you can see I've already got several of these already set up. And so what we want to do is you're going to come over here to add a site. We're going to come back over to Namecheap. So what you want to do from Namecheap is, now that you've got that domain, make sure that you've got your account. In order to find your domain is you can either go to domains, or I recommend going over to account and then click on dashboard. Make sure we take this one step at a time. Now we can see our latest one is going to be up here at the top. So what we're going to do is you can click on manage. We're going to need to do just a couple of minor things, and then we're going to have this set up ready to go. So in this case, we're going to grab the raw version of this, no www dot, and we're going to go back over to Cloudflare, and we're going to paste. So I'm going to add that site. Now you're going to see some plans come up. The good thing is we're going to go with the free plan. So click this down at the bottom. You can scroll down, hit continue. You're not going to have to pay anything for this, so don't worry. And then now we need to go in and we need to connect Cloudflare with our new Namecheap domain. What you'll want to do is click on Overview. And then right here in the middle, it's going to say you need to log into your Namecheap account. And there's what are called name servers. And we're going to want to replace them with these two right here, Dilbert and Emery. If I go back over into, I'm going to go ahead and copy Dilbert. And I'm going to go back over to a domain. And what I'm going to do is right here in the middle, it says name servers. Right now it's set up as basic DNS. You click on the arrow and we're going to change that to custom DNS. That's going to erase the existing name servers. And then we're going to paste Dilbert. We'll come back over to Cloudflare. We'll grab Emery. All we're doing is just copy, come back over, and we're going to paste Emery. Then we're going to grab this green check mark, and we're going to connect those two. Then we'll come back over to here, and we need to create two rules, and then we'll be done. So on the left-hand side, scroll down to where it says rules. We're going to create a page rule. And in this case, we're going to do before the www. And we need to make sure that we have a wildcard there on the end, that asterisk, okay? Then we're going to come in to pick a setting. You're going to go to forwarding URL. Then we're going to pick the 301 permanent redirect. Now, if you remember, we were using Trello as our, I was using Trello. You may have had a Word document. Maybe you got yourself set up with a Trello account. But what we need to do is we want to come back over where we have our capture page with our site name, which is our name on the end, or however you set it up with Savings Highway Global. And then you're going to copy, and we're going to come back over into Cloudflare. And we want that whole thing right there. So now remember, what we're doing is we're taking our new domain, in this case, dailyprofitforyou.com. And as soon as somebody clicks on that, then it's going to redirect them or forward them to our capture page. So we're going to save and deploy. Then we need to do this one more time. And the reason why is we need to do this for both the www version with the wildcard asterisk. And if we come back down here, we're going to do the same thing. So forwarding URL, permanent redirect. And then I'm going to come back over to Trello and I'm going to grab that one more time. And, oops, sorry. Just a second. And then we're going to paste that right there. So now we have going to both the www dot version and just the URL itself. So sometimes this happens immediately, sometimes it doesn't, but let's give it a try. So dailyprofitforyou.com. And then let's see if it's ready to go or not. May not be. Sometimes. Okay, but it is registered with Namecheap, so that's a good sign. So we'll actually come back over to Cloudflare. Let's click on Overview. And then the last thing we can do is click Check Name Servers. And this may take a couple of hours. Sometimes it's immediate. Sometimes it takes maybe 1 to 2 hours. So we'll check back on that. Now, that is what we are going to, that's really what is all we're going to do for day 4. What I'm going to say though is if you took the bonus training, then you need to pay attention to the rest of this video. If you didn't, and you're just continuing to use the group, you're using the group URLs from our members area, which is 100% perfectly fine. You're using all of your links from right here. Then you're letting the team do the follow-up, the autoresponder on your behalf. Then you do not need to continue in this video. If, however, you went in and you did the bonus training on day 3 to get set up with a free Leads Leap account, and you went ahead and set up some new URLs going through the Leads Leap platform, then you need to pay close attention because we need to do one more step. Instead of redirecting our URL with Cloudflare, we redirected it to the links that are in our back office here. If you have a Leads Leap account, we actually need to redirect it to those capture pages. So what we're going to do is, in our last video, we talked about capture page A. And just a quick refresher, if we click on this, this is going to look identical to what is in the back office from the funnel team. When somebody puts in their email address, it will redirect them to the same sales page that we've already identified. Now, instead of sending them to, let's see, where is our Trello account? Instead of sending them to this capture page, we want to send them to this capture page. We want to use this one. So we're going to copy this one. You're going to go back over to Cloudflare. Over on the left-hand side, you're going to click on Rules. And all we're going to do is replace the one that we had existing with this one. So right here under Destination, we're going to paste. And we're going to hit Save Rules. And then we need to do that for the other one. And we're going to paste. Oh, it looks like it's working. Let's check it out. No, not yet. That's okay. So what will happen now is when somebody goes to dailyprofitforyou.com, then it's going to redirect them, as we've talked about, to this link right here. And it will pop up this window where if you have a Leads Leap account, we're going to capture their email using this platform. Then we're going to redirect them again back into the sales page with the funnel team. And then we're also going to trigger that email sequence with our autoresponder that you would have gotten an email from me with that share code. If you haven't, please make sure that you reach out to me because I want to ensure that you get set up if you have a Leads Leap account. Okay. So that's everything we've got for day 4. So look forward to seeing y'all on day 5. And if you have any questions, please make sure to drop a comment down below. Contact me via Facebook. I'm happy to help out in any way I can and would really love your feedback on these videos to see how they are progressing to help you in your business. If there's any way that I can improve this, please feel free to let me know. Hey, thanks again, everyone. Take care and God bless.